Okay, Doom Tower on the main. I think my team's probably fine for now. We'll see how they do. You've had that much, end up spending most of the day 12-3 for silver. So that's, I ended up getting Madam on my alt account because I had like 25,000 energy and it was the champion training event, right? It was like the dungeon rush. I think it was champion training. And that's how I got Madam, because I ended up using 11,000 of it because I just had that sitting there plus all my chickens. You're free to play, couldn't get past the spider? Techno, same thing though. Like even with your starter nuking, they couldn't do it. Because my alt did it, but it had to manual the whole thing. If you guys just seen on my alt account, we did it, but we had to manual it on the alt. Okay. Oh, Bear, you're talking about the tower account, right? Yeah. And then the rest of this wasn't so bad on my alt. It wasn't too bad. You only have 460s. Your free to play is like 2 months in. What about your starter? It seems like, because Kale was able to solo the boss pretty much. Was able to solo the spider, if you saw that too. Yeah, pretty much what Legend said is Kale was able to solo the spider being in lifesteal gear and just kind of nuking the babies when they came out. So I would guess the same thing would go for Elaine. That she can probably do the same thing. She'll just nuke the babies when they drop. Dia, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. And that seemed to work okay for me too on my alt. Okay. So far, so good. They died on auto. So Techno, what happened was, it ends up working fine. Is when we nuked the baby, I'm not sure if you saw what I was doing on my alts, but when we nuked the babies, you actually had to kill them. If you kill them off, it seemed like it was okay. But that might just be for now. Later on, probably not. So what I did was I manualed the spider dungeon, or the spider boss there, and I kept saving Kale's nuke for when the babies showed up, and then we just kind of nuked them. Oh, I got you. Your only good chips and free-to-play are built for clan boss, and I really for this kind of content. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, a cleanser and some with a lot of lifesteal. Okay. Oh, yep, that's a good point. So the baby spiders have counterattack, but if you one-shot them, they don't counter. Well, I said that might work just for now. Hi, Ruse. Yes, you can do multis on the Doom Tower boss. You are correct with the number of keys that you have. You are correct. Techno, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I didn't re-gear anybody. I just kind of kept them the way that we were. And I just kind of waited and figured I would just try it. Yeah, Bear, and that's why I'm thinking that the strategy might not work when the spider boss comes around again, because it's going to progressively get harder. We know that. Okay. Yeah, I think they did a really good job too. And And so far, that seems to be the general consensus. What do you think of Doom Tower so far? Loving it. Don't like it. Too early to tell. Not running it. Alright, what do you guys think of Doom Tower? We're gonna do a poll. So far, the general consensus seems to be that people are really liking Doom Tower. Hello, Will. You don't like it? That's okay. I mean, not everyone's gonna like it. You know, not everybody likes everything, and that's okay. All right. So what would you have liked them to add to the game instead? If you're not liking Doom Tower, what kind of new content would you have wanted to add? I always think that's a nice, and it's a nice objective way to look at things, is if you don't like something new that was added, what would you have suggested they do different to add as something new? What do you think? You like the content, no rewards need to be buffed. Yeah, I gotcha. Yes, that's the thing, Outsider. I agree. Is I think right now, it might seem a little tedious right now. But I'm assuming as you climb up harder, it's going to be much more difficult. And like Bear said, is you really have to start thinking. You got to think outside the box and stuff. Hello, King. Good morning. I'm doing wonderful, King. How are you? You're mid-game and you'd say that it's still hard. Yeah, well, you might need a break from the game for a little bit then if you're not liking it and everything feels the same. Maybe you need a break. Luckily, there's other games. Like, I know you just said, like, WoW feels the same too, but Cyberpunk is supposed to be out soon. All kinds of other stuff too. You wanted the new sets to be similar or better than Perception. Same with the upgrades that they did. True RPG element into raiding. Create your own character. Play in first person like an MMO. Nice. Yeah, Minion Masters too. You took a break for a week and came back. I gotcha. Yeah, sometimes breaks are good. So think about Mini Masters, like I know that they just had an update as well, but it seems like it's still kind of buggy. So I know that they're trying. Mini Masters is working on a mobile port as well too. Nice, Stat, that's good. You're still playing Mini Masters, that's great. What other games do you guys like to play? So King, right now Raid is the only game that I'm playing, but other games I do enjoy. Like I love World of Warcraft. I was playing Warcraft through Reforged. I had been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I was playing Spider-Man. I do like auto battler type games. So I liked Auto Chess, Hearthstone Battlegrounds, things like that. But I love RPGs. So like Final Fantasy, I was playing Kingdom Hearts was nice. I beat, so like the last one we did is we did Kingdom Hearts 3, and so I played that one through and beat that one. You're playing Raid, Warcraft, Hearthstone, and Hunt. So, Shaitani, are you playing World of Warcraft, or are you playing like Warcraft 3? You voted too early to tell. That's very fair, Will, and that's why I wrote that in there. Is loving it too early to tell, don't like it, and not running it. That's exactly why I put that in there, because we're gonna have to see how it gets as it gets harder. Don't play many, too busy with life. Yes, somebody's got to pay so the kids can play their games. Oh, you're talking about World of Warcraft. Okay. You do Genshin Impact, EVE Online. You know what other game I really liked was Seven Deadly Sins. I really liked it. I liked the story on it. I think the animation was great. Your Banner Lords got rinsed. We're gonna have to see how mine do because I think I have 2 Stag Knights and I think my 60 Stag Knight's gonna have to carry me. He's gonna have to carry me like a sack of potatoes through Doom Tower. You're playing Summoner's Glory. I know a bunch of the other raid streamers are playing World War Doe, and then was there Dragon Summoners or something? Great Moose says Shadowlands was the #1 fastest selling PC game in history. Wow. Well, I gotta say that Shadowlands looks beautiful. I watched 2 of my friends that stream it. We got, you know, Wow Hobbs and Gara both been streaming it, so I watched both of them. And Shadowlands looks beautiful. They did such a good job with it. You're leveling Banner Lords. You got 2 50s and 3 40s. Hello, hey, you picked up Lord Champ. Should breeze through Secret Room now. Nice. You play Raid and Summoner's War. Took you 7 minutes to beat Banner Lords. World War Doe reminds you of Clash Royale. So if you like Clash Royale, the other game I used to play is called Minion Masters. I know Deathkill says he still plays it. It's a fast-paced like strategy kind of card game where you play your cards out and everything moves against the opponents in real time. So it's interesting if you like stuff like Clash and those kind of games. You got an iPhone 12 Pro as your smartphone and no games. Have your interest. The only game I have on my phone is Raid. Hi, Abrax says, Lord Legionary has a use for me because he's one of your few Banner Lords. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Asteria. You thought this didn't come out for 4 more weeks. What do you mean, Doom Tower? Doom Tower's out. Yesterday was the first day. So welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, but Doom Tower came out yesterday. XCOM. Oh, you guys, XCOM is a lot of fun. It is such a good game. XCOM is a really good game if you guys haven't tried that one. I know there's, I think, oh, there used to be a clip somewhere of me and I made all my mods into a team on XCOM and it was great. Yeah, so it's day 2. Welcome, Asteria. It's day 2 of Doom Tower. So here we go. Yesterday we cleared floor 1, which was all of this, and we went against the Magma Dragon. So I have that YouTube video is up on YouTube if you guys wanted to see day 1. Day 1 of the Stair Stepper. We call this the stairs, right? And Magma Dragon. We're on day 2. The secret room is going to be Banner Lords only, so we're going to get to that in a little bit. And right now we're up to Spider. So with that, I guess, like, we keep Tay. Yeah, there you go. I think, did we just bring in a similar team as what we had? And let's see how they do. They might just plow through it. You've had XCOM 2. XCOM is a really good game, guys. Hi, Baby Shane. Hello. Hello. Watch your video with Chosen. Have to say you're a very good speaker. Thank you, Yali. I appreciate that. I get that kind of compliment a lot. Many careers and jobs that I've had involve public speaking, talking in front of people, having to do videos and interviews and things like that. So I'm very comfortable with it. So thank you. Spider's tough. Yeah. I'm curious. I want to see how they do here. If we have to, we'll switch it up. But Elaine heals herself pretty well. They look like they're doing okay. B plays Hearthstone in Raid. Sid plays Shoots and Ladders, Candyland. Aww. And Wifey plays Solitaire. Yeah, I really like XCOM, and I was playing War of the Chosen was the last one. I didn't finish it yet, but I really liked War of the Chosen. Asteria, I actually do not have either of those champs. I don't have Rain, I don't have Foley. Okay, well, they cleared it no problem. Oh my gosh, Saz, yes, XCOM, the game where you have a 90+% chance to hit, but you miss it point blank. Yes. Oh yes. And did anybody play, was it called Phoenix Crossing, Phoenix Horizon? What was the other one they were trying to do? Phoenix Point, thank you. Oh my gosh, I knew it was Phoenix something. Did anybody play Phoenix Point? I remember, because I enjoyed XCOM so much, is I was checking out Phoenix Point, but it felt to me like Phoenix Point was so complicated. Like, it felt super complicated to me. Yes, XCOM was just such a good game. It was such a good game. It is turn-based. You tried, XCOM is much better looking. Yeah, so I remember watching Phoenix Point because I was debating on if I wanted to try it, but it felt like Phoenix Point was way more complicated than traditional XCOM was. So then I didn't end up doing it. And I guess it's fine because with somebody saying like the game flopped, like it didn't do well. And it could be because, like I said, it was just much too complicated. Yeah, they overcomplicated it. But War of the Chosen was neat. You played the original XCOM and the XCOM 1 and the remakes. Nice, Ion. I never played the original. I just played like the more recent stuff that came out. Phoenix Point had less of a budget too. Okay. Original was a classic. Yes, this is Fane. We brought Miss Mousy in here. That's Fane. Oh, we could probably bring Elagaius in here. Elagaius, I also need to work on her too. Loved XCOM. Hi, Anna. Fell Seal is a more recent game in the same vein. Ooh, you know what? I used to really like Final Fantasy Tactics. Hello, Catch. You played original. Oh, yeah. XCOM is a long game, guys. It's a long game. And the thing is, I mean, it's turn-based, right? It's turn-based, so you definitely can take your time. Yeah, we want to bring Elagaius in here. I keep forgetting that. Because there's so many duplicates everywhere. You didn't play the game either. Raid's the first game you've played in years. I have to say, I've been a gamer forever, and I truthfully cannot think of a point in my life where I wasn't playing a game. And for the most part, the game I was probably playing was like World of Warcraft or something, because I've played so much WoW. I have played a ridiculous amount of World of Warcraft. Hi, Yui. Gamer Grill. Hey, King. 4 months in a row. King, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Good morning. I appreciate 4 months. I appreciate you, so thank you very, very much. Of course course you love XCOM. Oh yeah, XCOM was a great game. Such a game. Good game. It's a long game too. You were a gamer from the start of Nintendo all the way up to the first PlayStation. Got it. Younger days were with horror games. You played a lot of World of Tanks. Yeah, like I said, I've been a gamer my whole life. And like if I think back, like I was saying, is the games that I remember the most that stick out to me are definitely like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, like the Final Fantasy games. I did also play Final Fantasy Tactics, which I really liked. You had an Atari! I can't say I ever had an Atari. Alright. You played EverQuest. I feel like I tried EverQuest as well, too. I feel like I tried EverQuest as well. Well, that was weird. We brought Elagaius in, and it was interesting this time, huh? Interesting. I mean, they should still be able to clear with a lane. Is the spider easy? Yes and no. Yes and no. It depends on what you have. Well, that was different. What's the recent XCOM like? How would we explain the recent XCOM? How would we explain the recent XCOM? Spider, I will say yes, I agree with you. Spider is definitely harder than Magma Dragon. For sure. Spider's definitely harder. You are absolutely right about that. Without a doubt. Definitely harder than Magma Dragon. Okay. Was Sears multi-game system... Your dad didn't like it and brought it back. Aww. Okay. Good job, Elaine. You did well. You had to bring out the big boy hitters to take down the spider. Yeah, so that was weird that time. Bringing her in really wasn't that great. Who did I have before? As usual, dragon is easier than spider. What's the strategy against the spider? So Yali, what's happening right now is if you attack the babies, they counterattack. Okay? So you can't take buffs off the babies, and you can't really attack the babies. However, if you one-shot them, if you one-shot the babies, then they don't counterattack. Oh, thank you, Bear. Thank you, thank you. Original Nintendo seems so amazing compared to the Atari. I think that's how a lot of the gaming consoles were, though, right? Why not use a lure? I don't have a lure. I cannot use the champs I do not have. Yep, can counterattack if you're dead. That is also why we nuke the babies. That's okay, Yali. I get that a lot. They're like, Leila, why don't you put this champ in? And I'm like, because I don't have them. Leila, you did so much better if you used your insert champ. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go pull out that champ from my back pocket right now. A lair would just get killed by the spiderlings. Alright, it's gonna be down to lane again. Down to a lane. Get him, baby girl. Get him. Yeah, so for this one, like if we look at, she's immune, we know this. Attacks all enemies with poison, we know that. Poison, poison. Counterattacks whenever an enemy decreases the turn meter. The damage inflicted is equal to the amount of turn meter lost and ignores 100% of defense. I know, Techno, it's no big deal. But yeah, this is what we're talking about here, is that whenever you decrease her turn meter, she attacks. There are a lot of games. Bear and I talk about that a lot, is it feels like there's so many games out, and it's like, and like I say all the time too, is like I have a hard time keeping up with games as well. I have a really hard time keeping up with games. You need to chill. Her A3 should just be called Don't Use Cold Heart. Yeah. It's okay. I missed it the first time we went in here too and I brought her in, but we cleared it. It was fine. But that was also a normal, so I expect in hard, things like that would really cost you. You wouldn't want to do that. Can her lane solo this? Yeah, she's doing that right now. Pretty much the starter champs, if they're 16 in lifesteal gear, it looks like they can. You just have to save your nukes for when the babies come out. Because Kale also soloed it on my alt account. Hi, Neo. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it was funny having Cold Heart in there. It's fun adding different things and trying them out. Like, do we like rear guard? Not rear guard, royal guard. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna let them do their thing. We're just gonna let them do their thing. Kale is not a leafy green. That's right. Yeah, there isn't really an issue here as long as you watch what happens with the babies, then you're good. Duchess, Raglan, Rosin, Coldheart, and Maneater. And now we know no Coldheart. But no, Kale is not a leafy green. I guess we kind of let them do their thing for a little bit and see how they do. Because at least we know like Elaine can do it on her own if she has to. Next time, probably no Cold Heart. Well, like I said, I did the same thing. I brought Cold Heart into the first one as well. There we go. So we'll nuke them. Go. Yes, Sturm. I used her the first time around and it was fine. But what's going to happen is later on as we progress in the Doom Tower and Spider's a lot harder, then we have to be more cautious of that, right? That's all. Best times, I'll use double Cold Heart. Cold Heart is great if you have 3. What about Techno? Techno's got like 6. Techno has like 6 Cold Hearts. Alright, they did fine that time. Good job. Well done. And this seemed like that worked out well. Yeah, I wish that my alt account would just be cool enough to let me borrow my Raglan on my alts. That would make my life so much easier. If my baby account would let my Raglan play in the main account. That would just be so nice. That would just be so nice. I think, yeah, you guys are good for a little while here. Okay. So far, so good. If you could pay rubies to merge your accounts. I mean, I don't want to merge my account. I think having separate accounts is fine because it gives you different experiences. Like, I had that question asked me before about why even bother having more than one account, and each account that you have is a different experience because you get different champs, right? Different experience, and resources are not completely unlimited. So it helps to make sure that you don't run out of resources as well. All right, so we're gonna have to nuke the babies. There. All right, let them do their thing. You want Sinisha on your ulti main because you have Skull Crown on the main. Yeah. I just would like to borrow my Raglan. I think that'd be nice. At least to help out with Bannerlords. Good job, guys. Well done. Oh, except Royal Guard. Except for you. Well done, everybody else. Get him, Tay-Tay. Well done. Alright, let's play. Yes, they could probably go in auto for a bit. Doom Tower is really for endgame players. Do our best. Yes. It's endgame content for the people that have been bored for a while and need new content. Exactly, and so that's why I was telling people is to not feel frustrated if you have a hard time. Alright, so what heals the spider? So her abilities is in Venom Strands, attacks all enemies, and has a poison debuff on enemies. Repeats the attack one time for each spiderling without an active buff, which means you can't take buffs off the baby spiders, okay? Brood Feast is when she summons 4 spiders and places a counterattack buff on all of them. Will team up with all spiderlings to attack all enemies if a spiderling is spawned by this skill. Her passive is counterattacks whenever an enemy decreases Agreth's turn meter. The damage inflicted is equal to the amount of turn meter loss and ignores 100% of defense. Her passive is attacks all enemies at the start of each turn and deals damage from all poison debuffs instantly. When attacked by an enemy under poison, increases duration of all buffs and places poison sensitivity. When attacked by an enemy that has no poison, places a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 4 turns, and it cannot be resisted or blocked. And then as we know, all this, she's immune to HP exchanging, HP balancing, cooldown increasing, blah, 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 all that stuff. That we know. So basically attack the mommy, either one-shot the babies or don't touch them at all. That's kind of the idea. It's restaurant day. What does that mean? Oh, variety of choice of leftovers and they enjoy that. Got it. Okay, that's what you meant. Oh, got it. Your brother said he's not going to do Doom Tower. Is he going to try or he's just not going to bother? Because I still did it on my alt account, and my alt account isn't nearly as built up as my main. And other people have been trying it as well, too. Lasagna today! Purposeful leftovers. Oh, that sounds good. Mmm. Yummy lasagna. Lasagna's He just said he's not going to try it, that's all. Okay. To each their own. To each their own. Lasagna. I know, I haven't had lasagna in a really, really long time. So I did a poll asking what everybody thought about Doom Tower so far, and The large consensus is most of you aren't really sure what you think, and you think it's too early because the choices were that you love it, that you don't like it, it's too early to tell, and you're not playing it. And like I said, it looks like the general consensus is most people feel like it's too early. Yeah, Techno, I agree. It definitely depends on where your account is. I agree with that. So in this instance, all right, so we're not there yet. We'll let Tay go first. We'll let Arby go. There we go, then we nuke them. Okay, go. Yeah, I like that, Techno. If you're a new account, Doom Tower is something to look forward to later as you build your account. You made it to floor 6 on hard. Nice, Father. Very nice. Yeah, not bad at all. Well done. Guys, 9 minutes till lunchtime with Leila. So what we do on this stream is Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time. We hang out, we eat, we play games, we have a good time. So feel free to grab your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, whatever you feel like having, hang out, and you know, we'll play some Raid together. We'll have a good time playing Raid together. You like it, it's just that your champs are still too weak. On one account, you got through the first floor, okay. 21st secret rooms every month. It is a lot of content, yes. And what they did say they're going to do is each month, the mobs on each floor is going to change as well. The bosses are going to rotate. So it seems like they're trying to keep it interesting. They're going to try to keep it interesting. And tomorrow's secret room is attack champions only. So with that, I'm hopeful that it'll go better than today because Banner Lords was tough. We were not able to clear, which is okay because I really only have 160 in Banner Lords and it's a single Stag Knight. And he wasn't able to carry, which is okay. I asked him nicely, but you know, he gave his very best. And that's all I could hope for is his very best. All I could ever ask for. Doom Tower is kind of meh. Yeah, the fragments are going to take forever, so it should take 9 months to get all of the champs if you end up doing normal and hard mode every day. It should take like 9 months. You're doing slowly. B might enjoy it. Yeah, guys, it just really depends. Not everything's for everybody. You just have a good time with it. Hi, Smitty. How are you? I don't know what this year is, guys. I don't know what this year is. It seems like something, though, for sure. The barbecue hangout clan and pass the burgers. Which, speaking of, 1 minute to lunchtime with Leila, guys. 1 minute to lunch. And then we do still have 3v3 arena. We got faction wars. Like, we have stuff to do. Was a bit of content drop, but you think it's worth the wait? Yeah, it seems like everybody, for the most part, has been pretty happy now. Which is good, for the most part. I mean, there's always going to be people not happy, and that goes with everything. Every game. You're never going to make 100% of the people happy 100% of the time. That's just how it is. King saying? What are you saying there? Are you saying that he's always swiping picnic baskets? Is that what you're saying? Nah, Bear's not grumpy. Bear is definitely not grumpy. He's one of the nicest bears around. You want to upset people all the time. Biscuits, hot dogs, salad, barbecue. Clay. The way the spider moves makes you uncomfortable. I would think people that don't like spiders probably feel very uncomfortable with this. Exactly, Techno. Exactly. Kind of no matter what you do, you're gonna have somebody that gets aggravated no matter what you do. Oh, it's lunchtime! Alright, fam, here we go. So for lunch, I have some yummy chicken salad. And I have some chips here. Chicken salad and chips are what's for lunch. So let's do this. Welcome to Lunchtime with Leila. Brought to you by me, that likes to eat, and BearCozy, who makes the music that we chill out to during Lunchtime with Leila. Kill the spider with fire. Sharp cheddar cheese, yummy. So Techno, you're definitely not wrong. It feels like content and games that are out now, they don't last as long as other content we've had in the past, right? That's just how it seems. It seems like games you beat faster than you used to, and you're right. It's like the turnover is so fast, and it feels like it's that way because they want to sell games faster. Like, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's just that people get bored easier now, or if they just want to sell content faster, because it seems like games you can get through a lot quicker now. It's very interesting. You had turkey that tasted like tuna? Can cats really tell the difference, or they just like it? You finished Final Fantasy VIII in 3 days. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Back in the day, you wouldn't finish a Final Fantasy game that fast. Like, it just wouldn't happen. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video, you can catch us live on twitch.tv/LeilaFoxNation 4 days a week, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and be part of our community, and we'll see you there.